When we throw around phrases like all's fair in love and war, do we actually kind of think about how much weight that carries? There's things like the boundaries vis-a-vis morality when it comes to things like war and love. And it's things like that, nuances like that, that take a film from being a generic war film to a good war film. Hi, I'm Pratiksha Mishra and you're listening to my review of Skyforce. More often than not, a good war movie, like an actually good one, isn't just built because of great action sequences or the war sequences. There is a lot more that goes into creating a film, especially in this oversaturated genre. For example, we get to see valor, we get to see sacrifice. Not only do we get to see the human cost of war, the soldiers that are involved in the conflict, but also the people that they've left behind. In things like this, where we see human psychology, the cost of the story that we're seeing, films elevate themselves. और यहीं पे Skyforce stands out of the entire clutter that it's in. In the past decade, we've seen a lot of war films. हमने कुछ देखे हैं, कुछ झेले हैं. There's been so many. At one point तो ये बताना मुश्किल हो गया था कि ये जो 3 फिल्में हम देख रहे हैं सबके डायलॉग्स अलग हैं कि एक ही इंसान ने लिखे हुए हैं. Everything sounded the same. We start out in 1971 with Wing Commander K.O. Ahuja played by Akshay Kumar interrogating a prisoner of war from Pakistan. इस interrogation के चलते चलते he finds a clue about something very crucial. Years ago उनका एक colleague था जो एक operation में missing in action declare हो गया था when Indian Air Force had gone to Sargodha Air Base in Pakistan. And now finally, after years, there's a little bit of a clue as to what could have happened to him. Then the film essentially goes into an extended flashback to the 1960s, जहाँ पे Ahuja is helping his team or his cohort, the Tigers, learn how to commandeer the Mystère 4A aircrafts that they're using. जब ये training conduct हो रही है, he also gives his team a bit of a reality check. जो opponent के पास aircrafts हैं, the F-104 Starfighter, they are technologically and by build far more superior. जबकि उनकी squadron के पास the Tigers, उनके पास fighter bomber aircrafts हैं. Pakistan, in this case, the opponent, has supersonic interceptors which are much faster than the ones that they have. Ahuja के पास इस पूरे issue का एक simple solution है to remember that they are not fighting the jets, they are fighting the people inside the planes. As we see, multiple dogfights happen during training. There are a lot of daredevil stunts that are happening. One person stands out. उसका code name is Tabby and his name is T. Vijaya, played by Veer Paharia. This person is basically an archetype of what you've seen in a lot of these aviation thrillers. He's very confident, पर वो अपनी seniors की बात नहीं सुनता. He just goes into battle because he thinks it's right, doesn't listen to anyone, and yet everyone admits that he is incredibly skilled. Skyforce एक ऐसी film है which might feel a little short on realism but not on grandeur, and that's because it is inspired by a real story, but there is quite a bit of dramatization. Doesn't hurt the film though. इस film में जो fight sequences हैं, training sequences हैं, these daredevil stunts, these fighter jets are just zooming through the air are all so impeccably done. It's genuinely just mesmerizing to see on screen, and I love that. I love that. Even though a fatigue might have set in for this genre, these scenes in this film are still quite impressive. Two things work. The technical jargon isn't mind-boggling. जो भी चीजें हमें समझाई जा रही हैं as an audience, let's assume you know nothing about this entire genre, you still won't be confused, and that's quite a feat. And secondly, the sharp pacing, especially because of the way the film has been edited. One thing is clear, Skyforce isn't interested in delving into deeper issues of like morality or the psychology of war, and इससे दो चीजें होती हैं. पहली बात तो ये कि it's actually quite refreshing that the film doesn't rely fully on like jingoism and pandering to make its point, जो कि बहुत फिल्मों ने किया है, especially over the past decade. But the issue also is that when it does that, there is a bit of nuance that slips through the cracks. This also in a way hurts the film, क्योंकि there are places जहाँ पे India का stance, especially in cases of conflict or diplomacy, is discussed. Oftentimes it's being criticized, and I get it. I get where the film is coming from, but still there should have been a little bit of an exploration into why India or why the powers that be are acting this way, especially in an issue with conflict. Because I genuinely think that there could have been a balance between discussing that nuance and also looking into what the film is trying to say कि red tape and bureaucracy ये इस पूरे conflict situation को कैसे affect कर रहे हैं. जो फिल्म का second half है, जहाँ पे we zero in into Ahuja's quest or Ahuja's investigation into trying to find out कि T. Vijaya को essentially हुआ क्या है, there the film picks up steam. He's not only trying to find answers for himself, he's essentially looking for a sense of justice, he's looking to give Vijaya his dues and also give answers to his wife, played by quite an underwhelming Sara Ali Khan in this role, and his young daughter. This is an Akshay Kumar show, and I like that this is a film that actually lets the actor explore explore his range of emotions. There is still that shadow of Akshay Kumar, the Bollywood star, on this performance as well, as we have seen in a few of his performances in the past. But here, at least, it does not negatively affect the role. And then there's Veer Paharia in his debut. There is potential here. There are sequences where he does actually shine. He looks the part, the kind of confidence that he has to exude. However, kahin aise sequences hain where he has to emote purely through his eyes, or there's silence and he needs to carry that scene by saying nothing. वहां पे थोड़ा काम जरूरी है. That is where I felt that the performance was faltering a little bit. Take Nimrat Kaur for example, who plays Ahuja's wife in this film. She does pretty well क्योंकि कई scenes हैं उनके जहाँ पे उनके dialogue ज़्यादा नहीं है. She just has to emote. She just has to react, and she does that so well कि despite the limited screen time, you know कि अगर वो इस फिल्म में नहीं होती, या if she had vanished from this film suddenly, you would have felt her absence. However, I do enjoy his chemistry with Akshay Kumar. वो जो एक relationship है उनका of mentor and mentee, which was also quite affected by Akshay Kumar's character's personal life, that comes through. उनका जो एक easy going camaraderie है actually helps the film a lot. टॉप गन को देख लो या उससे पहले भी जो फिल्में आई हैं, दिस एंटायर मेंटर मेंटी रिलेशनशिप वेयर यू सी हिम एज अ यंगर ब्रदर थिंग हैज बीन डन. It has been done several times, but वो जो charm है ना इस trope का, वो अभी तक बरकरार है, and that film proves this. इस बात की तो दाद देनी पड़ेगी कि the makers understand how to create tension. इसमें ऐसे बहुत sequences हैं where you need the audience to be just gripping their seat and they have to be on the edge of the seat just waiting to see कि क्या होने वाला है. And even if you know, even if you're like ठीक है I can predict कि ऐसे ऐसे जाने वाला है, the tension somehow still stays, and that again is a feat. लेकिन जो इस फिल्म के गाने हैं आर काइंड ऑफ अ थॉर्न इन माई साइड, क्योंकि वो इस फिल्म के सेटिंग को मैच नहीं करते हैं. इफ यू लुक एट सैम बहादुर फॉर इंस्टेंस स्टारिंग विकी कौशल, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, बिकॉज दैट फिल्म डज दिस होल पीरियड स्पेसिफिक म्यूजिक थिंग प्रीटी वेल. द वन सॉन्ग दैट डज स्टैंड आउट हाउएवर इज माई बाय तनिष्क बागची. ये जो गाना है, इट ऑलमोस्ट बिकम्स अ बिट ऑफ अ लेटमोटिव एंड इट शोज अप इन वेरी सीरियस मोमेंट्स इन द फिल्म एंड इट इज इफेक्टिव एवरी टाइम. कहीं कहीं आपकी आंखों में आंसू आ जाएंगे, एंड मोस्टली बिकॉज ऑफ हाउ वेल दिस सॉन्ग स्कोर्स दीज मोमेंट्स. इस फिल्म का जो विजुअल लैंग्वेज है काफी बेहतरीन है. देयर आर सीक्वेंसेस वेयर यू नो कि ओके द फिल्म इज ट्राइंग टू शो अस दिस और इज ट्राइंग टू इवोक दिस इमोशन, एंड इट डज इट थ्रू अ शो डोंट टेल फॉर्मेट व्हिच आई जेन्युइनली एंजॉय. एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट्स अ पिटी दैट इस फिल्म का एक जो एक्चुअली वर्स्ट एस्पेक्ट है इज द डायलॉग राइटिंग. इट्स क्वाइट वीक इन प्लेसेस, इट्स वेरी amateurish. क्योंकि फॉर एग्जांपल कैरेक्टर 8 इज टेलिंग कैरेक्टर B कि oh he couldn't fly because of a technical issue, and then in the next scene only, character C tells character D कि he couldn't fly because of a technical issue. To kind of wrap things off, अगर हम technical aspects की बात कर ही रहे हैं, the VFX and the camera work are actually impeccable. They work very well for this film. कोई ऐसे shots हैं where you will know कि the makers are just being a little self-indulgent. They want to show you कि look what a great job we've done, look how cool this looks, and honestly, fine, show off. If you're going to do a good job, you might as well show it off. Skyforce is in no way a bad film. It's actually quite an engaging watch. बस कहीं थोड़े flaws हैं जिससे फिल्म जितनी बेहतर हो सकती थी उतनी नहीं हो पाती है. However, it's still a very sincere telling of a story of incredible valor. And it is with this honesty, this sincerity, that it tells the story of the war in 1965, and this story that is inspired heavily by squadron leader B. Devaya. From a sequence where Ahuja essentially has to do a world tour because of a book and a letter that showed up to his house with clues, to seeing how the mutual respect between two pilots separated by borders has a huge impact on his investigation. Skyforce just has a lot of things like that you just want to admire. And for that reason, I do genuinely think that it is a film that you should definitely watch once. And that is why my rating for Skyforce is 3 stars out of 5.